Model Y has bombed. Oh my gosh, has it? Nah, that's not really it. No, what we're doing is news of the silly. We've got two very silly stories, and we're starting with that one. And when I say we and when I say silly, I mean Mark. Mark from the Tesla Life joining me as he do. I'm going to just go ahead and mute him for the rest of the show, see how that goes. And I'm Brian. Welcome to Futuraza. Hey guys, as you know, I just got back from Nepal. It was a great trip. There were wonderful people. It was an amazing experience. And just after leaving, there was a political demonstration, a protest, and things got out of hand. They are doing better. They're on the road to recovery. They are mending, but they need our help. A lot of the buildings there are concrete instead of wood. So rebuilding will go a lot quicker than it would in some places, but they need some assistance. They need paint, they need brushes, they need mops, they need brooms. We're trying to make that happen. My editor, who's been with me for 3 years now, who I met in Shanghai, you may have seen him in some videos, who was hosting me in Nepal. You may have seen him there as well. He's there on the ground in Kathmandu. He's the one who makes these videos possible, and he's asking us for a little bit of help, and I'm hoping we can do that. Guys, if you can help out even just a little bit, it would be amazing. And I thank you for your consideration. Oh, yeah, we're going to respond to questions, too. If you have questions, get them in. Hopefully, the editor has remembered to put in timestamps. We had a conversation about that. If not, check this one and let me know, did the timestamps make it in for each of the questions? So let's kick it off, shall we? We're going to kick it off with a reminder that this coming Saturday, yes, this Saturday, I'm going to be at the Electric Vehicle Test Drive and Info Expo in Portland. Guess who else is going to be there? Patrick.
Patrick of the Tesla Life, indeed.
Yeah, one of the lifers himself will be giving a presentation. There will be 4 presentations throughout the day, only 4. Myself, Patrick, Hannah from, I think, the power company? No, maybe not. From somewhere, anyway. And one more. I think it's one of the regulars. Ken, maybe. I'm not sure. No, not Ken. Doesn't matter. Come and find out. It'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, old trucks, new trucks, all kinds of good stuff. We have a good time. It's held at the Daimler Truck Headquarters of North America in Portland. Join us, won't you? OEVA.org. OEVA, Oregon Electric Vehicle Association. Hey, let's talk about the actual news. It looks like the Tesla Model Y Fresh has bombed. Does it look like it, or has it?
Well, the headline says it looks like it, so that's up for interpretation, isn't it?
I don't know if you watched Arrested Development, but there was this doctor who was very literal. And Tobias Funke was in the hospital, and he says, "I'm sorry, it looks like your husband has died." I'm like, oh, no, wait, ask him, clarify. Does it look like he's died, or is he dead? No, it looks like it. He's completely covered in something blue, like paint or something. Okay, this guy. So when I had this open earlier, the paywall wasn't there. There's now a paywall, and Wired has got to be outside of their minds if they think I'm going to be paying them money to listen to or read this garbage. Do you think the Model Y has bombed?
I guess you'd have to go for the definition of bombed. If that means selling out, then yes, it's bombed. Absolutely bombed, if that's the case.
The inventory is hollowed out.
I don't know how many reports I've read from China and other areas indicating that there's been a run on these cars. The new Juniper is selling very well, and in some cases, it's stretched out the order time. So that usually is an indication that they're selling quite well.
Well, you know, in 23 and 24, by most metrics, according to most firms, the Model Y was the best-selling car model in the world. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be number 1 this year. It's probably going to be number 2.
Yeah.
So, as we all know,
number 2 is not. Is that a bomb?
Well, it's a euphemism for duty. So, I don't think falling from number 1 out of hundreds to number 2 out of hundreds qualifies as a bomb.
Yeah.
My question for you, Mark, is what would qualify as a bomb?
I would say that if you went from the top of the list to three-quarters of the way down the list, that would be a setback. That would be a problem. That would be a bomb of sorts.
So the bottom half of the list gets real thin. There's models where they don't try to sell in huge volume, but I'd say, yeah, even falling 30 spots would be pretty concerning. If it fell halfway down the list, you'd be like, wow, this was a mistake. But I think bomb maybe overselling it a little bit.
Maybe we should all chip in and help wire it out. Maybe send the definition of a bombed sale just to let them know that they're not tracking the right thing.
Well, there's fire bombs, so maybe that's what they mean, is because the car is straight fire. I don't think that's what they mean, because they do not understand things about how the world works. Hey, you know who else doesn't understand how the world works? This guy. Tesla hater kicks mirror off of a car and gets instant karma as a result.
Yeah, this was great. Nothing like
Did you
a
see it?
vandal zipping by and
I'm going to kick
kicking
it. I'm
mirrors
going
off.
to
Yeah, yeah.
knock
Boom.
myself onto the pavement.
Oh,
Didn't even
not
have the sense to
balanced
let go.
properly. Get some road rash.
I don't know how recent this is. I feel like it might be an older video, but hey, did you ever take any kind of physics, like in high school even? Because one of the first, I think it's the first one, is that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So the amount of force that you put into that car, you also put into yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and look in the bushes here. Let me see how close I can get my face to the cameras. So that's good. That's a nice clear shot. And that's an expensive little bike he's got. So yeah, Tesla hater decided to vandalize one of the company's vehicles in Las Vegas and got instant karma, all caught on camera. Tesla vandalism is not a new thing, but we continue to be surprised by the innovative methods people have used to damage a Tesla. One thing that never gets old, however, is the fact that they continue to be caught on camera by the cars they vandalize. Do you not know about Sentry Mode?
Yeah, that's the thing. Is I wonder if this is Tesla vandalism or if this is just vandalism with
For
a
the sake of,
yeah for
I think
an available vehicle because has the word not gotten out through the multiple media outlets that these cars record everything and they seem to have a new camera coming online every 6 or 8 months that now records a different angle. So I'm not really sure how people could be missing the fact that there are entire YouTube channels made up for this particular purpose, and yet these people aren't catching on.
they don't seem to be catching on. I find it a little hilarious, I suppose, but what are you going to do? All I can do is, I guess, savor it a little bit. Hey, if you're going to have if your car's going to be vandalized anyway, random act, might as well have one that comes from the factory with, a bunch of cameras and a way to easily capture them.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't know. We're going to
Did it
figure
say in
that
the
out.
article what particular vehicle this was? Was this a new vehicle? Was it a Y?
I believe it's a Y, but I'm not sure.
Because
Uh,
I have to say that I've seen videos in other vehicles like the S and the 3 where people seem to be able to knock the side mirror off without too much trouble. Whereas this guy actually put his foot into it and you would have thought it would have punched through it quite easily. But
hmm.
maybe there's been an upgrade to the frame inside the Juniper mirror.
Here's my guess is that the ones you've seen where it gives way easily, it's just folding. But he went in farther onto the arm and actually caught the.
Oh, it caught the arm.
I
Right.
think that's what he did, is he caught the arm.
Yeah,
Uh, so
that makes sense.
very, yeah. All right. Well, that means it's question time, which means, all right. So we are here with the questions. What are they? This topic was, is this the next big thing for Tesla? The answer may surprise you. Hey, look, it's free to like it. I'm going to like it because I liked it. It was a good video. We've got a couple of questions. Let's find out what they are. What will Tesla do with the steering wheel for regular models joining the fleet as robotaxis? I think there's a risk of people, teenagers, haters, to do unintentionally dumb stuff.
Yeah, definitely. That is a possibility if the steering wheel is active, and wouldn't be surprising for it to happen. Really, when you
Hmm.
see how people perform in other people's cars and rentals and other things, yeah, that could definitely happen. Now, the one thing I could say is, could the steering be completely removed? The steering wheel be gone?
Hmm.
Could the steering wheel be some sort of an electronic switch that when the car's operating autonomously, the steering wheel can spin, but nothing happens. There's no connection to the wheel. Kind of like what the Cybertruck is when it's connected just electronically, not with a mechanical link. But that,
Right.
of course, would require that those Model Ys be modified somewhat.
So yes, there's a couple of answers in there that you got. If it is steer by wire, you just disable it so it's not connected. But your car's already been built. My car's already been built. Those have mechanical linkage. In it, like if I were to sell my car to a company that wishes to only use it in that way, one thing they could do is remove the wheel and put a cap over it, I suppose, so that there is still something spinning inside the cap, but now it's just an airbag, I guess. The other thing you could do because Waymo already operates these vehicles, it hasn't been an issue yet. Doesn't mean it couldn't be. I had someone say, well, they could, the power steering is certainly strong enough to overpower it. Yeah, but it's not designed for that. That's not a good failsafe. In China, I've seen them put plastic cases over it,
Yeah.
like a bakery display case kind of thing. But you could also have the interior camera monitoring you and saying, "Hey, hey, hey, knock it off. I'm pulling over. I'm pulling over. Stay away from the wheel." Thoughts?
I think the plastic around the steering wheel, kind of like a Jurassic Park vehicle that was autonomous, they had a
Yeah.
plastic around their wheel. I think that's problematic in some ways. That it's difficult to hang it out there and like getting structure to it. But again, if someone's going to push on the wheel regardless, the plastic thing probably isn't going to stop them. But I do like the idea of being interactive with anybody touching the wheel. The car immediately pulls over, stops, and ends the ride, and asks the person to get out.
Yes. The fact that you have to. One guy said, "Well, what if the person just jumps in the seat and steals the car?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's definitely not how it works." I said, "Well, and it hasn't happened before because the company knows who you are." So, well, how would they know who I am? I'll use a fake name. I'll use a fake credit card. Yeah, because that's never been tried. There's no safeguards against that.
Yeah, right.
Uh, and I do appreciate you referencing documentaries like the Jurassic Park one. That was one of the better documentaries of the 90s. To reduce costs, how much smaller a battery pack might a cyber SUV use com- compared to a Cybertruck? It wouldn't be smaller than a Cybertruck. If anything,
No,
it'd be bigger.
no. Yeah, because we know that if you add a third row of seats, if you change the backing, that now it's up a little higher, it changes the aerodynamics. You're right. It's going to be more energy intensive than a Cybertruck.
Rivian R1S and R1T have the same battery pack. The SUV version does not have a smaller pack than the truck. Um, and how much might they cost, and how popular? It would cost similar to a Cybertruck, but more. And how popular? Well, I mean, people would like them, but what we know is there are very few larger three-row SUVs. All of them are eye-wateringly expensive, and as far as we can tell, none of them are profitable. So it's it's a bunch of whammies all added together. Though it sounds really funny, I noticed young kids now wearing retro shirts, Pearl Jam, Rolling Stones, Beatles, etc. Everything seems to be retro. Maybe the station wagon comes back.
Hopefully, the panel station wagon.
I hope the panel wagon comes back. And I think I said not all that crazy of a theory. Someone tried to denigrate the Model YL by saying, "Isn't that just a station wagon?" And I said, is that a bad thing? We killed station wagons because they became soccer mom cars. And then we did it to the minivan. Guess
Yep.
what? You're going to run out of form factors if you keep doing this. Call it whatever you like, but I like it. Bring it back. I mean, like is a strong word, but yeah. Am I the only one who noticed the Cyber SUV is on a shelf, as in shelved ideas?
Oh,
Oh, I
hilarious,
love it,
Paul. Good
Paul.
one.
Yeah,
Thumbs up.
I want to hate it, but I can't. Uh, does Elon use Musk aftershave?
Of
No,
course. Of
he
course he does.
exudes it. He exudes it.
Elon's Musk.
Yeah. Cyber family truckster. Ooh, someone's going on a
Oh,
national vacation.
I've seen the mock-up of the family truckster in Cybertruck shape. It's fantastic.
It would be. What I love is when they made the car, the truckster for, well, unless we're talking about the truckla, which I don't think we are. We're talking about the
No,
truckster from National
truckster.
Lampoons.
Yeah,
Is all they really did was modestly change the front end of an existing station wagon
yeah.
to make it cartoonishly large. Why did they choose the Model Y for an affordable model? Surely the Model 3 could be made cheaper than the Model Y. So why would they start with a Y? Any guesses?
Well, they didn't start with the Y. They did start with the 3 initially, right?
No,
That's
no.
how it was
We're
released.
hearing that there's going to be another more affordable model soon,
Oh,
and
okay.
the rumors are that it's based on the Model Y. Wouldn't it be cheaper for the consumer if it was based on the 3?
Yes. Yes, it would.
Quite
But
possibly, but
but
yes.
but the Model Y last year was the top selling car in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? If you can slim that down somehow, reduce the cost of that a bit or size or whatever it is to make it come in as a smaller SUV, that's going to be more of a winner than the 3 currently is. So therefore, more of a winner than a smaller 3 as well.
Possible. Um, I had a chance to interview Corey Steuben when he was still at Monroe and Associates, and I said, the Model Y is bigger, more atoms, more bits, more pieces. Is it cheaper to build than the Model 3 because it uses the castings and a more modern design language? And he paused for a good 10 seconds to think about the answer. And he said, I'm going to guess they're the same. Even though it's a whole lot more car, the glass is more expensive. I'm going to say they cost the same. The
Mm-hmm.
Model Y is quicker to build. So there's two advantages to starting with a Model Y. One is it might just be cheaper overall because of the way it's built. The second reason is it exists in 4 factories. So if we're playing this game where we're trying to find which countries can export to which countries, the Model 3 sales are dead in Canada because it's only made in 2 factories where the
Right.
Model 3 is. China, from which it's very expensive to import, and the
100%.
US. Yes. Yes, I know, correct. Oh, wait, you mean the tariff? Eye
Tariff.
watering.
Yep.
And the US, from which there's a, what, 35, 40% tariff? Uh,
25 currently.
25. Staggering. If if the new compact is made everywhere Model Ys are made, Canada could get those from Berlin.
Yep.
So a couple thoughts on that. Can't say what's actually accurate. This might be the last question. When's Robotaxi app coming to Android, and why is it always Apple first? Do you know why it's always Apple first?
Is it? It's something along the lines that the infrastructure of Apple is more locked down, I believe,
Oh,
for the programming language. That when it's submitted, it's a little bit more tight on security.
hmm.
There's a little bit more you have to work on an Android product, so they feel Apple's easier to start with.
I thought it was because Elon has an Apple. No,
It could be that simple.
I thought it was that simple. Oh, guys, what are we doing here? What did we miss? What did we misunderstand? Leave it. I beg of you. Hey, do me a favor. Head over to the Tesla Life. Find out what Mark's up to with the gang. They're always doing some fun stuff. If you missed it, half the crew joined me. 2/3 of the crew joined me on Monday for the Mega Pack big deal. So that was a whole lot of fun. I will have had the pleasure to have had because we haven't shot it yet. So, guys, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and stay tuned, stay juicy. I cannot wait to hear from you, clever robots on the flippity flop.